Hello everybody, it's your girl Envy Allison, hostess of WTF News on Shizzy Lit Podcast. Do me a favor and let us, up from the 36 chambers, it's the ghost, face ass that I should be in charge of this show. I be on my best bullshit, and extra lit, don't forget that shit. Hold me down. Holla at your gazero. Whoop whoop, blat. Roddy Ricch addresses Meek Mill's accusations against Atlantic Records and explains why he left social media by the big homie, Joe Price. Shout out to him, you digs me? In a tweet shared earlier this month, the Philly rapper aired his grievances with Atlantic and said they wouldn't allow him to drop new music. He also claimed that Atlantic separated him from Roddy, with whom he was associated early on, once the millions came in from him. Additionally, he accused Atlantic of doing the same thing to Meek and Rick Ross. At the 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 50 seconds point of the latest off-the-record episode, Roddy directly addressed the situation and said he called Meek the moment he saw the tweet. He gave me the whole rundown, he explained. My only situation with him, he know this so I can say whatever I want to say. One thing you not gonna ever hear me do, I'm a real Nna, I don't speak on shit with Nnas. I explained this to him, please let's not speak on our business and situations if we can't even call each other on the phone. Further elaborating on his side of the story, he said that Meek has a valid point about his issues with the label, but stressed his situation with Atlantic is different too. Meek's act pointed out that Roddy had a Dream Chasers chain at one point, but he noted it was because he fucked with me. He went on to say that his signing to Atlantic Records was thanks to the late Nipsey Hussle, who introduced him to the label. I was really supposed to be all money in, he said, adding that he almost signed either a management or label deal with Nipsey all money in. Before the Meek situation, Nipsey took me to Powerhouse, had me performing in front of people who didn't know nothing I put out. Despite how things worked out, he made it clear there's no issues between him and Meek. DC, they did what they were supposed to do, they fucked with me, he said. Like I told Meek, whatever you need from me it's always a green light. He went on to say that he spoke with Meek when he was still in prison, and they later linked when he was released. Meek is type of Nna to do everything from the kindness of his heart. He said that if he was given a chance to do it differently, the only thing he would change would be to improve communication between all parties involved. Shit, we still Nnas, he added. Earlier on in the podcast, at the 35 hours and 30 minutes point, Roddy also addressed his recent decision to abruptly leave social media. You gotta understand, before the fame I wasn't no Instagram Nna, he said. If a motherfucker just don't understand, they not a fan. I guess the world needs to see me a little more present. He said he deactivated his Instagram after receiving a phone call about one of his family members having a heart attack. Around the 52 hours and 0 minutes mark, he also shot down the accusation that he left social media because of the reaction to a recent song snip hit. They tried to make that a thing. No, he said. It's your girl Envizzle, I'm out. Shout out to everybody who jacked that Shizzy Lit Podcast and WTF News. We appreciate all of your Don Cheadle face asses, dying laughing. Anyway, keep listening, I'm out this bitch, you understand me?